Matthew Knowles.
Yeah.
I just interviewed him recently. And,
OG.
Yep. He has a new book out
Yeah.
about colorism.
Yeah.
And he pointed out something kind of interesting because he's a professor at a university in Texas.
Right.
And he teaches music business classes and so forth. He had his students do a research project.
One of my artist management class, I challenged him to do some research about 3 years ago. And the research was to go back 15 years and from a colorism perspective, show me at pop radio the number of black women that were of high complexion and the number of black women that were of dark complexion that got airplay. And again, this is from a research perspective. I've since learned that the common public don't understand the difference of research versus emotional. So the comments I made on the book about racism is really based on factual data. And when you look back at the charts at Top 40 Radio, you'll see that the black women that have been successful with airplay were all of light complexion.
Ooh. I'm going to switch that up. I'm going to personally change that.
You know, let's talk about Mariah.
Yeah, I hear what he's saying.
Let's talk about Kehlani. Let's talk about his own daughter, Beyonce, and Solange.
Yeah.
And back in the day,
you say he just said 15 years?
15 years.
Well, now I guess you can you say SZA?
SZA's, yeah, okay, that's one.
Yeah.
She's fairly brown skinned.
Yeah. I'm trying because I feel like the melanin wave is taking over and people want to see that.
Well, but think about it now.
But now maybe before the last 2 years.
Did SZA actually hit the charts though? Or was she more of an underground kind of?
I think, well, it depends what you believe the charts are, because now even the beauty of streaming and making everything a more even playing field.
Did she have a top 10 hit?
That's a good question.
See what I'm saying? Now you could look at Lauryn Hill, but
that's what I'm saying. Lauren is
that happened longer than that was like 20 years ago.
But I feel like the next Lauryn
Aretha Franklin's happened a long time ago.
I think that next wave is on its way, and it's funny like.
But do you see what I'm saying? You see when you actually think about it?
Yeah.
You know, Whitney Houston was a little bit longer, and he was talking about how what's the name of Clive Davis kind of tried to lighten her a little bit in her presentation and stuff like that.
Made her more pop. Man, I'm trying to think. Other than SZA, it has to be someone else that's out here cooking.
This is what I'm saying. There really isn't.
Shouts out to SZA.
Yeah. But she's kind of like the only one. And yeah, if you really think about it, every light-skinned, like every female
Remy
artist,
Ma.
She don't hit the charts.
I mean, all the way up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, Rhapsody did her thing, but didn't really. What I'm saying is that
you make a good point, Vlad. We got to change that.
The machine isn't really pushing. It's not really having to do with the talent level. Really.
Yeah,
it's really like these people are not seen do not appear as being as marketable
100%.
as their light skin and white
100%.
counterparts.
That's the systemic issues again. That for whatever reason we've been taught that light is right. We're drawn to the straight, even the idea of the straight hair, and you know the complexionism that goes on is again it's this hierarchy system. There was this, German scientist back in the day that started classifying people based off of the tone of their skin, and I think his name was some shit like Frederick Blumenbach or some shit like that, like Johann Frederick Blumenbach. He's like, yo, white people, the people from the mountains of Caucasus are the superior people, and everybody under them are feeble-minded, and that it goes back to that thinking, and we subscribe to it. It's fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, he actually, Matthew went into sort of his own stories because he grew up in Alabama, I believe.
Yeah,
and the school he ended up going to, he had a transfer. He ended up getting caught messing with some white girls.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
And then the school he was transferred to was a historically black college.
Shouts out to the HBCUs.
But they were doing the brown paper bag test.
Yeah.
Back then.
Complexionism.
And the only reason why he even got in is because the athletes were exempt from that.
Because the darker athletes are going to be the better athletes.
A lot of times, yeah. But literally, yeah, they would pull out a brown paper bag.
Yeah.
If you're darker than this bag, then you cannot get into this black
Hey,
college.
I'm the color of the paper bag.
Right, you are the paper bag.
I'm right there in the middle.
But
So-
isn't it crazy though? Like,
Nah, it's funny that's real. Even within our own community, we've been brainwashed that complexionism is the lighter you are, the better you are.
Right.
And I deal with that when the King of the Dance Hall film, because it's so real in Jamaica that they're bleaching their skin and that's looked at as a sign of success.
yeah, no, his own mother told him not to bring home a black nappy-headed girl,
Yeah.
even though she was black and,
and even
had
it's funny,
nappy hair. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I see
it's
that-
a self-hate
Yeah,
kind
it's a
of.
self-hate thing that we've been, again, it goes back to that demoralization. You know what I mean? We've been told that we are less than, so therefore we subscribe to it. And it's funny, I even see it, I look at some of the comments and stuff when they talk about because everybody's kid now is freaking beige.
Right.
like everybody's kid, like all of our kids are just beige. But, and that's what I'm saying, the whole world gonna be beige soon, and then what you guys gonna do? But it's funny though when you see those comments and some of the self-hatred, but even some of the animosity towards oh, well, why everybody got light-skinned kids? Or why, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want my kids to have good hair. Like, what the fuck is good hair? You know what I mean? Like, all hair is beautiful. You know what I mean? Like, any hair that's on your head is good hair. Like, but it's this European, what they call it, the colonizers mentality.
Yeah, because I had interviewed Bianca Bonney. She was Young B from Chicken Noodle Soup.
Oh, right.
And
Yeah.
now she's on Love and Hip Hop.
Right.
And she had a song called "Love for These Darkskins," and she was talking. And the video starts off with a dark-skinned dude who's like, "Oh, yo, you fly for a dark-skinned chick." Like I don't usually date dark-skinned chicks, but I would fuck with you. And it's like, and she said like this really happens. I mean, the video starts out, and you're talking to a dude who's actually kind of dark-skinned himself,
Right.
And he says, "Oh, you wild pretty for a brown-skinned chick,"
Right.
And
guys actually use that line. Guys say that.
Yeah.
Like, guys used to say to me all the time, because I'm a pretty girl, so that's why I'm confident. I don't have I don't feel no way about anything. I know I look good, and guys will say, I don't date brown skinned girls, but I would date you, or you're pretty for a brown skinned girl, or just stuff like that. And when I mentioned it, a lot of other brown skinned girls would say the same thing. Like, a guy said that to me. What is that supposed to mean? I see it under my comments still. Like, I don't date dark skinned girls, but I would talk to you. Oh, you're pretty for a black girl. Like, under my Instagram comments all the time, and it doesn't bother me. But it's just like, I know a lot of other girls have insecurities.
Yo, I'm guilty, and I will say it, but even like, I hate having to say this, but even like wilding out, I'm like, yo, find me some dark-skinned girls. Like, the fact that I have to say that is because I'm trying to rep for our queens, but it's this mentality of like, beauty is like a fair complected color. So even when it's almost like, just because I say find me some dark skinned girls, I'm like, and find me a white girl too. It's like the token white girl. It's the token dark skinned girl, but then everybody else is beige. It's like, it's sad that we can't just be in a society that, one, regardless of the shade, but even that the darker complex, like, to me at this point, I'm more fascinated by darker skinned women. Darker skinned women, and I don't know if I subconsciously and like, oh, I'm on my pro-black shit or whatever, but I'm like, it's a rarity. To me, every girl on Instagram looks alike. So
Right.
I'm scrolling past all these beige chicks, and when I see a dark skin, I'm like, yo, who is that?
right. But if you look at your own dating history,
Well, that's not true. That's not true, because I got a smorgasbord. I'm a
right?
Benetton
But the
ad.
ones that you've been publicly
Now,
attached to.
Think of Jessica White, beautiful
Okay.
dark-skinned supermodel.
Fair enough.
That's one thing because I'm literally attracted to all types of women.
Yeah.
And there's several dark-skinned girls that and that Jessica was just one, but I can name several other
Right.
dark.
I guess the ones that you have children with, though.
Yeah,
just
the
happen
ones
to
I
be-
have children with are beige than a motherfucker.
Exactly.
Therefore, I have beige children.
Right. Beiger.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man. Listen, it's one of those things where it's just
Yeah.
in 2018, man.
I think we're getting beyond it. And it goes back and like not to get on that cosmic shit again, but we're getting to this henotheism age that we're coming into, the age of Aquarius, that's hopefully like 2032, where we're all gonna accept everything. Right now we're in this monotheistic age of Pisces, where there's a hierarchy system that we all subscribe to, and you know, because of the Roman Catholicism, because your man Constantine had more money than anybody and he wanted everybody to feel like he was the superior, so everything that looked like him was on top and everything he worshiped was best. Therefore, that's where we are today.
Yep. Hopefully it'll change, man.
I think it will. I mean, conversations like this, people are really understanding that, we have more similarities than we have dislikes as humans. We are more alike than we're not. And it's going to take the aliens to come down and show that shit to us. But like that, we get like, when you think about the things that we bicker over, like the color of my skin, because of where I grew, like that's stupid shit.
Stupid.
When you think about, we're the same. We have so many similarities,
right.
but
we're the same species.
Yeah.
It's not like a horse and a donkey that makes mules. Like we're actually the exact same species.
Like
slightly different skin and hair texture.
You don't see fucking Cocker Spaniels beefing with pit bulls. Like the motherfuckers, they all dogs.
Yeah.
Like